Hello everyone, I am Janric Ramirez Bulan and welcome to my vlog. For today's video, we will intended to learn the concept of catharsis, hamartia, peripetia, and anagnorisis that would be found in the story of Oedipus Rex. Wherein the story of Oedipus Rex is all about the Greek tragedy that tells the story of a King Oedipus of Thebes who is fated to kill his father and marry his mother. Thebes is struck by a plague that will only be lifted if the man who killed the former king is exiled. The prophet Tiresias claims that the murderer is Oedipus, while an oracle told Queen Jocasta that her son would kill her husband, so she left her infant child Oedipus to die. Oedipus survived and unknowingly killed his father before marrying Jocasta and becoming king. However, when they realized the truth, Jocasta hangs herself and Oedipus blinds himself and goes into exile. At these viewpoints, let me discuss the four concepts correlates in the story. So first, we have the concept of catharsis and Oedipus Rex, which explicate how fear and pity are evoked in the audience. Thus, this also means that catharsis in Oedipus is the events in the tragic story that release emotion of fear and pity. Fear of what may be befall the tragic hero and pity for the punishment they will to suffer. Next is on the concept of hamartia and Oedipus Rex, which also known as tragic flow that possibly happen in the story. In this way, the events that elicit the concept of hamartia was on the hubris or pride, wherein upon reaching adulthood and hearing the prophecy that Oedipus will murder his father and take his mother as his own wife, he attempts to flee the fate that the gods have laid out before him by leaving Corinth. Unknowingly, he places himself upon the path that will lead to the prophecy coming true. Moving on, the third concept is on the peripetia and Oedipus Rex, which also known as a sudden change in a situation. So in this part, peripetia concept pertain when the main character Oedipus has a sudden change of fortune at the climax of the play and after learning a horrible secret about himself. So, as a child, Oedipus never knew his parent and doesn't even inform that he was raised as the son of the king of Corinth and believe him to be his birth father. Unfortunately not. And this lead on the part wherein Oedipus was told by the oracle of Delphi that he would murder his own father and marry his mother, leading him to flee Corinth. And that is peripetia happen in this part and showcase the plot twist of the story. Moving on to the last part is on anagnorisis and Oedipus Rex. So, anagnorisis is a moment in a plot or story, specifically a tragedy, wherein the main character either recognizes or identifies the true nature of the character and recognize the other character's true identity and discover the true nature of his situation or that the others, leading to the resolution of the story. In this case, Oedipus Rex anagnorisis occurs when a messenger comes and reveals to King Oedipus his true birth. And right away this moment, Oedipus recognizes his queen, Jocasta, as his real mother and the man whom he has killed at the crossroads as his real father, as well as himself as a natural sinner who has caused the disaster in the city of Thebes. At this point, the reconciliation of Oedipus is something that give him a recognition that is artistically satisfying as the concept of peripetia accompanies it. And here, peripetia is a reversal of fortune from good to bad, moving to a tragic catastrophe. That is totally impart the holistic understanding of the circumstances happen in the story.